All right, guys, what is going on? We are into March of 2024. If you haven't seen it already, go back in January and February. Very, very big month, guys. March, 5 events in March. It can't get bigger than that, right? Unless they give us some Thursday action in the near future, like the Fight Island stuff. But March of 2024, 5 events, 3 apexes. One pay-per-view in Miami, Florida, and the last event is in New Jersey. They went to Atlantic City for a fight night. So let's kick it off. Let's get going. First of all, they start on March 2nd at the Apex in a heavyweight main event. We got Rosenstrike versus Gaziv. Okay, yeah, that's the main event. You know, Rosenstrike wins, 4th round TKO. I honestly, I don't even really remember that fight. But what I do remember, I even remember it when it went off on that event in March, early of 2024. The main event was that. But listen to these 3 names that were on the main card. Maybe you heard of them. One, Mokaev. And at the time, Mokaev was that undefeated prospect, the flyweight division, still undefeated. Of course, is no longer under the UFC umbrella, but Mokaev, a humongous name on that main card. Also, Umar Nurmagomedov. Umar Nurmagomedov also won in that card. He's still undefeated. Not a main event, not a co-main event, just on a fight night card at the Apex on the main card, winning. Like always, we know what's happening in early 2025. And maybe the last one, the one that was very sneaky, Steve Ercik got a 2nd round knockout that night that catapulted him to a title match 2 months later. So, guys, Mokaev, Umar, and Ercik all fought on this card, all on the main card, all getting wins the first week of March. It was March 2nd, 2025. So, that was the appetizer to get us to the biggest event of March. And March was a humongous month for the company, but this was it. UFC 299, the last UFC before 300, main event, Sugar Sean O'Malley fights Chito Vera in the rematch, trying to revenge his first and only loss under the UFC umbrella at this time. O'Malley, Vera 2. And then the co-main event, Dustin the Diamond Poirier versus Benoit St. Denis. And when this time was, let me just kind of stick there. When this fight was put together for Poirier, Coconut Creek, Miami, Florida, retirement talks were out there. Benoit St. Denis was this undefeated killer in the UFC, was just a rocket launcher. I think the UFC even thought this guy was going to be a potential, world champion in this division. Maybe the most stacked division in the, under the banner. But Dustin the Diamond Poirier does what he does. Outstruck him, outboxed him, gets that 2nd round TKO. It's still one of the moments of 2024. And spoiler alert, this is my memory of March. Maybe not the biggest fight because O'Malley fights for the championship, defended his title, and maybe not the best. I don't know. Just Dustin the Diamond Poirier turning back the hands of clock of time, winning that fight, knocking out Benoit St. Denis. The place went crazy. It was the oh my G moment of the first quarter of 2024. So Dustin Diamond Poirier, 2nd round knockout. Of course, Sugar Sean O'Malley wins via unanimous decision in the main event, revenging that loss against Chito Vera. Remember that insane knee, the sound of that knee. And Chito kind of did some body work at the end of round 5, but Sugar Sean O'Malley, in a dominating performance, wins the main event. Also on that card, MVP debuted versus Kevin Holland, getting a W. Pretty big debut for MVP. Jack Della Maddalena beats Gilbert Burns. Big fight here because Jack Della Maddalena was losing this fight. Burns, an all-timer, gets a 3rd round knockout, continue his ascent to the welterweight championship. So that was Jack Della Maddalena. And then Peter Yan, who we will talk definitely about later, who just won a big main event. He beat Song Yadong via unanimous decision. What a main card that is. Peter Yan, Jack Della Maddalena, MVP, Poirier, and Sugar Sean O'Malley. That's a stack card. Also, 3 other winners, mainstays in the UFC, top 5 guys and girls. Curtis Blades wins. Gamrot wins, beats RDA, and Macy Barber always gets wins too at UFC 299. Bonuses were Poirier and Benoit St. Denis, Jack Della Maddalena, Curtis Blades, and Michelle Pereira. And then here's the last thing I kind of will mention on UFC 299. Another sold out show. The gate for UFC 299 Miami was a $14 million gate. Over $14 million. Mega business down there in Miami. And the rumors are already April 2025. We'll see another pay-per-view in Miami, Florida. So Sugar Sean O'Malley and Poirier kind of leads charge in there. All right, we still got 3 more weeks, 3 more shows to go. We go back-to-back in the Apex that start here in the heavyweight division. Tai Tuivasa versus Marcin Tybura. Marcin gets a first-round rear naked choke in this event. Maybe more fighters to get wins. GM3 gets a win in this card. Mike Beast Boy Davis and OSP all get wins on this card. But probably what this card's maybe remembered for, or the most polarizing thing happened on this card. Remember, it was the Brian Battle, Engel Lusa, his eye poke. Battle was doing great work during that fight, and there was a late eye poke. I think it was round 1 or 2. And they almost got into it afterwards. Remember, Bisping got into the octagon and even said, "Hey, Battle, I thought you were winning," and he kind of took the easy way out. Whatever. That was the incident. That went viral for 5 days before the next card started, because we go really fast, guys. Next week, March 23rd, back in the Apex, Amanda Ribas versus future UFC Hall of Famer Thug Rose Namajunas. Rose wins by unanimous decision. Thug Rose gets back in the winning column. Also, Peyton Talbot was on this card. He wins on a second round TKO. This event. Okay, same kind of thing. Maybe wasn't remembered for the main event or for a win from a fighter on the card. This was the event that Andre Lima won. How did he win? He won via disqualification from a bite. Sorry if I butcher this name. Igor Severino bit Andre Lima. I think it was in the second round. It was a pretty good fight too. It was a big bite incident. Remember, he had the marks in his arm. He actually got a tattoo that night. And of course, Dana White gave him the first ever, and hopefully never duplicated, bite-in bonus of $50,000. So on March 23rd, Rose Namajunas was the main event. But what it's really known for me, is the bite-in incident from Igor Severino. I'm sorry I didn't do the poster, guys. Here's the Marcin Tybura one. My fault. I got to get this artwork up there. Make you guys remember the artwork. So there's Marcin. That was Thug Rose and Ribas. Gets us into the last event of the month of March. 5 events. That's what we love here at Fight Bananas. 5 straight, 3 at the Apex, UFC 299 Miami. This one was in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Anchored as the main event, Erin Blanchfield, the New Jersey girl, fighting Manon Fiorot in the flyweight division. Big fight. And then in the co-main event, Vicente Luque versus Joaquin Buckley. And we will say Buckley's name a lot on this recap of 2024 throughout the year. First and foremost, Fiorot defeats Erin Blanchfield via unanimous decision. Blanchfield was the hometown, fan favorite. Didn't get the job done that night. Manon's very important fight. That was March 30th. Guys, she hasn't fought since. We're about to be in 2025. It seems like they are saving the Fiorot-Valentina Shevchenko flyweight championship match. Erin has really regathered and regrouped. She just beat Rose Namajunas. We'll talk about that later on. But Fiorot wins the main event. The co-main, Joaquin Buckley TKOs Vicente Luque in the second round. And this just is a rocket launch for arguably one of the fighters of the year in Buckley. The first win of his 4 in 2024, Buckley moving into the welterweight division, gets a big win here against Vicente Luque, second round TKO. 2 other notes on this card. One is Chris Weidman gets his debut. Maybe his last in the UFC. We'll see. Weidman wins via eye poke. He was doing pretty good against Bruno Silva. I thought it was a back and forth fight, but gets an eye poke and wins via that way. And lastly, Nate the Train, Nate Landwehr, always exciting, never duplicated, gets a W here on the March 30th Atlantic City show. So there we go, guys. Atlantic City, 3 Apex, and 1 UFC 299 in Miami, Florida. Like I said, to recap, Sugar Sean O'Malley retained his championship, the first champion to retain his title in 2023. And my moment, the thing that I will remember most on, and I hope you guys really jump on this, is Dustin the Diamond Poirier. Poirier was the betting underdog in this fight. Dustin Poirier, I feel like in a weird way, was set up to lose, to really rocket launch Benoit St. Denis into that top 5 you know, in the rankings, and Poirier maybe to hang those gloves up close to his home gym in Coconut Creek, Florida, does not. TKOs Benoit, one of the big moments of 2024. So there we go. March 2024, 5 events. Sugar Sean O'Malley, Dustin Poirier. We'll see you guys next time. We'll see you guys in April.